If you've ever felt like you're throwing darts at a stock chart, hoping something sticks, you're not alone. That was me too, but after using Trade Ideas and TrendSpider, two platforms that promise to bring order to the chaos, I found something that completely changed how I trade. What I found about these tools will change how you trade forever. Alright, let's kick things off with something that actually matters when you're thinking of buying one of these top stock screeners: other traders' experiences and feedback. Now, when I review any stock screener for day trading platform, I always start with the worst reviews, because that's where the red flags usually hide. I mean, anyone can cherry pick 5-star raves, but if something's broken, it usually shows up in those 1-star warnings. So while looking into trade ideas, one investor here highlighted that he was ready to buy, but had some questions. When he emailed their team, they didn't really give helpful answers. Then, oddly, he was offered a 15% discount, but a few days later noticed they were advertising 25% off. That felt like a red flag to him. His conclusion? They were desperate for customers. Now, I get it. When you see random discounts flying around, especially after a vague email reply, it can feel sketchy. But here's the thing. I've used Trade Ideas for years, and the discounts are actually pretty standard around certain seasons or promos. I've seen them tweak offers all the time, and it's not some panic sale, it's just smart marketing. And if you're unsure, always ask if there's an upcoming promo. They're usually transparent if you just ask. And looking deeper, that kind of complaint was pretty rare. Like, really rare. Trade Ideas holds a rock-solid 4.7 out of 5 stars overall, and based on my digging, most users seem to feel the same way I do about it. One longtime trader said getting Trade Ideas was one of the biggest breakthroughs in his trading journey. It helped him catch the setups he'd otherwise miss and stay out of the market when things didn't line up. Another investor said he's been using this stock screener for day trading daily for 3 years. No outages, zero issues. For him, it became essential. And I can back that. It's been a game changer in my strategy too. And when I looked into TrendSpider, someone left a concerning review complaining that the platform only showed intraday charts, and that as a new user, he'd need at least a month of help to learn how to actually use the scanners. His frustration? He wasn't a pro and he felt left behind. Totally fair feeling there. But the truth is that TrendSpider is built for serious traders. It's not some beginner tool. If you go into it expecting plug and play without a learning curve, yeah, you'll feel overwhelmed. And to their credit, TrendSpider's support is really solid. Their YouTube tutorials? Loaded. Their community is super active, and once you get past that first learning curve, the platform really starts to open up. And the ratings back that up. 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's no fluke. One user said the charts were extremely user-friendly with tons of ways to mark them up, and a thriving community constantly sharing new screeners. And there's this trader that called the automated charting and constant updates impressive. And yeah, I agree. Once I got the hang of it, I found myself relying more on TrendSpider's visual tools than I had ever expected. So yes, there are outliers in every product, but looking at the overall patterns here, both Trade Ideas and TrendSpider have built real trust with real traders. That alone says a lot. But okay, now let's get into the part you've probably been waiting for. The stuff that actually makes these stock market screener platforms tick. Because for me, it wasn't just one killer feature that sold me. It was how each of them fit into my day-to-day process in very different ways. That's where these platforms really shine, and why I kept using both in very different ways. With Trade Ideas, the first feature that really blew me away was their market dashboards. I spend a lot of time trading on the go, so I needed something that worked well on a browser without feeling stripped down. These dashboards are optimized for quick scans and real-time market tracking without needing to download anything extra. It's perfect for mornings when I'm not at my main desktop, but I just want a snapshot of what's moving. But the real star of the show is Holly. She's the virtual trade assistant that learns from past market behavior and dishes out daily stock picks, complete with entry, stop, and target prices. This isn't just a screener. It's like having a robot trader built into your system. Watching her live trade feed feels like you're shadowing a disciplined, logic-driven trader who never gets emotional. She doesn't hold trades overnight, so it's all intraday, and that fits perfectly into how I trade. On any given day, you might see her post 5 to 25 trades, each one tracked for success rates. Honestly, I didn't realize how much I'd rely on this stock screener app until I started noticing patterns in her picks aligning with my own setups. The confidence boost alone was worth the price. Now, here's a feature that's super underrated, the compare count window. Ever feel like you're not sure which way the market's leaning? This tool visually compares bullish strategies with bearish ones, like tracking new highs versus new lows in real time. I use it as a heat check. If the bullish count starts dominating, I know to shift my strategy. It's so simple, but it's so powerful. Now let's jump over to TrendSpider. Where Trade Ideas feels like an AI-assisted command center, TrendSpider feels more like a research lab. The core of it, their market scanner. This stock screener is a beast. You can build smart watch lists based on your own multi-factor criteria, or you can just use any of the 70+ built-in scans across different timeframes. Whether I'm looking for setups on the 15-minute, 1-hour, or daily chart, it finds them instantly. I love the flexibility, especially for multi-time frame confirmation strategies. Their smart watch lists make this even smoother. I've got mine auto-updating with stocks that meet certain volume and RSI conditions. I don't have to go hunting anymore. They just show up right there, ready to trade. And then there's something you probably won't see coming. Their stock market maps. This tool lets you visualize entire stock universes to spot outliers. It's kind of hard to explain until you try it, but once you start using their tile and bubble maps, you start noticing patterns faster, like which sectors are popping off or which tickers are acting weirdly strong or weak. Unlike Trade Ideas' real-time AI, TrendSpider is about finding deep patterns before they happen. For swing traders and technical analysts, this thing is gold. So what's better? Well, if you're a scalper or intraday trader who loves automation and real-time alerts, Trade Ideas will feel like home. But if you're more of a chart-driven, technically minded trader who wants total control, TrendSpider gives you a lab to work with. But, alright, let's be real. No tool is perfect. Here's what gave me pause with each platform. With Trade Ideas, my only gripe is that it can feel a little tech-heavy at first. Holly, the dashboards, the windows, it's a lot. The first time I fired it up, I felt a bit lost, but give it a few sessions and it clicks. For TrendSpider, my biggest challenge was that initial learning curve. Their scanning system is really powerful, but building those multi-time frame scans takes a bit of practice. I had to watch a few tutorials and even hop into their Discord before I got the hang of it. But once I did, worth it. So, how are these stock screeners going to cost you? I gotta be honest with you here, neither of them is cheap. These aren't basic stock apps, they're full-fledged trading platforms. But in my experience, the value is absolutely there. Trade Ideas might feel a little pricey if you're only dabbling in day trading, but if you're serious about intraday setups, the ROI is real. TrendSpider, on the other hand, feels a bit more approachable, especially if you're not trading every day, but again, this isn't designed for the casual investor. It's built for traders who want to level up their technical game. Check the links in the description for the current pricing plans. We try to keep the promos and discounts codes updated there. At the end of the day, both of these stock screener tools are beasts. But if I had to pick just one, Trade Ideas edges out for me, mostly because of the compare count window. It became my go-to pulse check for market direction, and honestly, I can't trade without it now. That said, if you're someone who loves dissecting charts and spotting emerging patterns, TrendSpider will feel like a playground to you. Both tools are really incredible. Just depends on your trading DNA. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon.